first appointed to LAFCO in 2004. Can someone, everybody mute? I'm getting a lot of feedback. Don currently serves as first vice chair. In addition to his work as a middle school teacher in Carson for 30 years, he has a lengthy and distinguished career in local government. He served for 9 terms on the City Council of the City of Gardena, and he is currently serving his 5th term on the West Basin Municipal Water District Board of Directors. He served for 5 years as West Basin's representative on the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California's board. And in 2011, the board of West Basin voted to name the West Basin headquarters building in Carson in his honor. Don served for 24 years as Gardena's representative on the Greater Los Angeles Vector Control District Board of Directors. In addition to all that, he's volunteered as coach for more than 70 teams in 3 sports of local sport leagues. Please join me in congratulating our first vice chair, Don Deere, for his 15 years of service on LAFCO. Thank you, Don. Congratulations. Next up, also serving 15 years, we recognize Commissioner Margaret Finley for her 15 years of service on the commission. She was the first appointed in 2005. She is now serving her 4th term on the commission. In her most recent race, she had no opposition on the city selection committee, and the vote was unanimous. She was first elected to the city council of Duarte in 1990, and she has served 6 terms as city's mayor. She is Duarte's appointee to the San Gabriel Valley Mosquito and Vector Control District Board of Trustees, where she has served twice as president. Margaret serves on the board of directors for the National and State League of Cities Association, and she is a former president of the Contract Cities Association. She enjoys spending time, I'm not sure where she has that time, with her husband of 34 years, their 5 children, and their many grandchildren. On behalf of our colleagues, please join me in congratulating our fellow colleague, Commissioner Finley, for her 15 years of service. Congratulations, Margaret.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And just because I think my husband actually heard, we've been married for 45 years, 5 kids, 19 grandchildren, and I'm serving my 7th term as mayor currently.
Wow. I'm glad you have time for the commission.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this. It's been a lot of fun, and when you talk about being elected to the board for the 4th time, one of those times, I can't remember whether it was 3 or 4, when we had city selection, we were two votes short because we didn't have anybody there. And this is a great memory I have of Roger Chandler of Arcadia. I called Roger Chandler and I said, hey, get over here. We're trying to get a quorum met here for city selection. And he said, I know, but I'm out on the golf course. And I said, I'm coming right now. So I drove to Arcadia and picked him up. So he got off the golf course to come and vote. So just a fun memory of Roger Chandler.
Good. Okay. Next up is Commissioner Brogan Fowley. I'm pleased to also recognize Commissioner Fowley, who is celebrating 10 years of service on the commission. She was first appointed to the commission to represent the San Fernando Valley in 2010. She is most recently reappointed in 2019. Lori is an attorney who works as the Director of Compliance, Communications, and Contracts for the motion picture industry, pension and health plans in Studio City. Lori previously served on the board of directors of the Valley Economic Alliance. On behalf of the commission, I am pleased to present to Lori for her 10 years of service on this commission. I can't believe it's been 10 years already, Lori.
I know. Thank you.
last but not least, Supervisor Barger. Today we recognize Supervisor Barger for her 5 years of service on the commission. First elected to the Board of Supervisors in 2016, she was re-elected a 4-year term in 2020, where she serves on the county's first all-female Board of Supervisors. Supervisor Barger represents the county's 50th supervisorial district, a territory larger than the state of Rhode Island. And it includes the Antelope and Santa Cruz valleys, and the foothill cities from Burbank on the west to Claremont on the east. And I'm personally so proud that she is my supervisor. She serves...
Gary?
Yes.
Yes, I can, but I can't get it sure on this WebEx crap.
Okay. Can I continue, Paul?
Yes, go ahead.
She serves on the Board of Directors of the Metropolitan Transportation Agency of Los Angeles County, the California State Association of Counties, and the Southern California Association of Governments. Shortly after her election as supervisor, she began her service on the commission in 2016. Supervisor Barger is a strong advocate for public safety, and she has led efforts to preserve open space and enhance parks and trails. Last year, the Board of Supervisors approved her motion to create a Blue Ribbon Commission on Homelessness. Please join me in congratulating Supervisor Barger for her 5 years of service on LAFCO.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
And I'm so glad that you're on, because I know as supervisors you get on and off of the commission, and I'm so happy that you're on, and I really hope that Commissioner, both of you supervisors will stay on, okay? I mean, you're a great team.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Supervisor Mitchell, for reappointing me.
Yeah, thank you, Supervisor Mitchell. Okay, now, back to Paul.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I can verify Commissioner Finley's story, and I will say that when she walked in with her golfer friend, there were 42 mayors and city council members who all stood up and gave them the standing ovation, because that was what made the quorum that day.
I remember that story, too.
Your next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. There are 4 items. Staff recommends one motion approving items 5A through 5D.
Finley, move approval. Bargle, second.
Okay, let's see who's taking roll call. Alicia? No,
Adriana Flores.
sorry.
I'm going to leave the meeting.
Commissioner Barger?
Go ahead, Adriana.
Commissioner Barger?
Yes.
Commissioner Rowland Colley?
Yes.
Commissioner Deere?
Commissioner Deere just left the meeting.
Commissioner Finley?
I'll go out to the golf course and pick up Commissioner Deere.
Commissioner McCallum?
Yes.
Commissioner Marish?
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell?
Yes.
Chair Gladsack?
Yes, motion carried.
Your next item on the agenda is item 8A. This is adoption of a resolution authorizing remote teleconference meeting of the Commission pursuant to Government Code Section 54953E and making the required findings. AB 361 incorporating amendments to Section 54953 of the Government Code took effect on October 1st, 2021. The provisions of this law allow the Commission to continue to meet in a virtual format so long as the state declaration of emergency is in effect. State or local officials have imposed or recommended measures to promote social distancing, and/or the Commission makes required findings. The Commission is also required to take additional members to ensure that the public is provided access to these meetings. As described in detail in your staff report, the Commission has implemented numerous additional measures to ensure public access. Given ongoing concerns caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and as documented in the draft resolution, including imminent threats to the health and safety of attendees of these meetings, the ongoing statewide emergency, and recommendations and requirements on a statewide and local basis to socially distance, staff recommend the Commission conduct today's meeting in a virtual format. There is one amendment to the written staff report, which is that the law requires the Commission to adopt these findings every 30 days. It was brought to my attention this morning that your February meeting, which is February 9th, is less than 30 days from today. So if the Commission would like to direct staff accordingly, we could modify the resolution to reflect that it covers today's meeting and also your February 9th meeting, which I think it is probably safe to say, given what's going on in the world and in LA County these days, is highly likely to be another virtual meeting. So my recommendation is that the Commission adopt the resolution of the Commission authorizing teleconference meetings for the meeting of January 12th, 2022, pursuant to the Brown Act, and that you direct us to amend it to include the February 9th meeting as well.
Logan will make that motion, as well as the motion to amend.
Seconded by Mitchell.
Any discussion? Roll call, Adriana?
Commissioner Barger,
Yes.
Commissioner Brogan Fowling,
Yes.
Commissioner Finley,
Yes.
Commissioner McCallum,
Yes.
Commissioner Marish,
Yeah.
Commissioner Mitchell,
Yes.
Mayor Gladback.
Yes. Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next item, Paul.
Next item is 8B, which is the Chiva Water System, request to extend the interim operation period and annual report. This item was continued without discussion from your November 10, 2021 meeting. The first portion of this item is to extend the interim operation period for the Sativa Water System. Doing so extends the period during which the county is not liable for claims by existing or prior Sativa customers. Your Commission in the past has approved 2 extensions that were similar to today's request. The second portion of the item is consideration of the annual report submitted by the Los Angeles County Department of Works. A representative of the County Department of Works, Russ Bryden, is here today, as well as their legal counsel, Warren Wellen, from the County Counsel's Office, should your Commission have any questions. Staff recommends the Commission adopt the resolution making determinations extending the interim operation period from 1 year to March 19, 2023, and receive and file the Sativa Water System status report.
Does any commissioner have a question of staff or the county staff? If not, do I have a motion to approve the recommendation?
Barger will move. Finley will second.
Okay. Adriana, would you like to do roll call, please?
Sure. Commissioner Barger,
Yes.
Commissioner Brogan Fowling,
Yes.
Commissioner Deere. Oh,
He has left. He's left.
Commissioner Finley,
Yes.
Commissioner McCallum,
Yes.
Commissioner Marish,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell,
Yes.
Mayor Gladback.
Yes. Motion carried.
Item 8C is your next item. This is the procurement and reporting policy annual report for 2021. Consistent with your adopted profession of the Santa Clarita Valley Sanitation District of Los Angeles County, and he is requesting that the Commission waive the LAFCO filing fee, which is $2,500. Your staff report includes an email from him citing economic hardship. Staff has reviewed the request, and we believe that the request has merit, that it complies with all requirements of state law, and that it is consistent with your adopted fee waiver policy. Annexation would enable sewage from the existing single-family home to be treated by a municipal treatment system rather than by a septic system, which is the connection to a municipal system is an environmentally superior treatment option compared to treatment by septic systems. The applicant, again, is available if there are any questions from the Commission. As required by staff law, you would need to determine that the application that the request is in the public interest. Staff therefore recommends that the Commission determine that the fee waiver is in the public interest and approve the fee waiver in the amount of $2,500 pertaining to the proposed annexation of the property to the Santa Clarita Valley Sanitation District of LA County.
Okay, does any commissioner have a question of Paul or the applicant? Not hearing any.
Gary, sorry, it's John. I have just one question. We would be waiving our fee, but does that mean that Santa Clarita, you know, is there also a fee that they have for connection to the system? And does that is that something that, you know, that happens, or that we could recommend that they waive it too?
Let me think of how to answer that. There are other fees that the applicant would be required to pay. We can certainly alert the others. The other agencies are the LA County assessor charges a fee, although it's relatively nominal. It's like $50. There is a fee for the State Board of Equalization, which the state BOE does not waive fees. We have tried in the past. And that there are some fees that the applicant would be required to pay with the county sanitation district. I have spoken to them and certainly let them know what we are considering. We're certainly happy to let those other agencies know that LAFCO has waived its fee.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, John. Any other questions of the commissioners?
I'll say Finley, move approval.
Okay, I have a second.
1 second.
Thank you. Okay, Adriana, would you please do roll call?
Commissioner Barger,
Aye.
Commissioner Brogan Kelly,
Yes.
Commissioner Finley,
Yes.
Commissioner McCollum,
Yes.
Commissioner Marish,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell,
Yes.
Mayor Glasgow.
Yes, motion carried.
Your next item is an unanticipated agenda item that has to do with your commission schedule for 2022. At your November meeting, you adopted a scheduled meeting for this year. The LA County Board of Supervisors recently issued its meeting schedule for 2022, which I believe they adopted in December. And there are two conflicts with our June and November meetings. The Board of Supervisors normally meets on Tuesdays, so there is no issue with our Wednesday meeting. But they do move their meetings as a matter of adopted policy when their meetings conflict with statewide elections. So there is a statewide election next June, there is a statewide election next November. So both of those meetings will be moved to the Wednesday, which conflict with our meetings. There's a chart on the screen which shows certain options that you would have, and I'll kind of run through them. For June, you could keep your regular meeting on Wednesday, June 8th. We believe that the county would be able to provide us an alternate meeting location. The disadvantage of that is that you would not have the county supervisors who would be in their board meeting. You could reschedule it to the fourth Wednesday of the month. That's sort of our backup. These days, however, the disadvantage we've learned is it often presents conflicts for various commissioners with other items on the agenda. You could reschedule either or both meetings to a different date in each month, or you could cancel either or both meetings. One of the options you may wish to consider for the November meeting is rescheduling that as you did in this last year. Last year you moved your November meeting to later in the month to try to make it one meeting that would cover both November and December. You could also cancel your November meeting and keep your December meeting. The challenge with November of this year is if you
Okay, I don't hear anybody, right, Doug?
no.
Okay, well, the future meetings, next meetings are February 9, March 9, and April 13. And again, congratulations to our fellow commissioners, Supervisor Barger, Supervisor Lori Brogan Hawley, Supervisor Finley, and Vice Chair Don Deere. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for your service. And with that, I will adjourn the meeting, and who knows when we'll see each other in person, okay? Hopefully soon. So long.
Thank you. Thank you.
Again, happy.
Bye-bye. Happy New Year. Stay safe.
Hi, everyone.